Hey guys, Coach Matt here with VYI Lacrosse. I wanted to go over sticks for the girls game with you so that you could have a perspective on it, understand a little bit of the different details about it, especially for parents, coaches, and even players who are newer to the game, maybe even intermediate. Maybe no one ever walked through this with you, so I wanted to take this time and do that for you. So. Walking through girl stick. Girl sticks tend to be a traditional tying construction. We do accept, or the sport has allowed mesh. I'm not going to go into mesh in this segment, but I'm going to focus more on the large proportion of sticks that are out there, which is the traditional stringing. So in a traditionally strung stick, you've got leathers, a center runner, which could be two leathers, or it could be a pocket piece, a manufactured pocket piece. I'll get into that in a second. And you want to focus on, first of all, the pocket. The pocket on a girl's stick needs to be up in this area of the head of the webbing. Typically, boys want to have it down here or even all the way at the bottom, and you just need to know that that's not appropriate for girls. They want it up here. It's just part of how they cradle and how they play the game. They need the sweet spot of the stick needs to be up here. So, so you have to form that on a newly acquired stick. How you do that is maybe a little difficult for someone who's new. You look at this thing, you're like, wow, that's really elaborate. I don't really know how to go about this. So I'm going to try to show you how you do that. If you look at a girl's stick, it's basically strung with two sets of strings that form this webbing, this really intricate web. And it looks very complex when it's done, but really what it is on this leather and this leather, you have one string. Here you can see it a little bit better. I'm going to come closer. You can see that the black string here and the white one, this one here, see how they're overlapping, intertwining. These are two portions going up and down. Same thing over here, black on this side, white on the middle. You can ignore the center piece. It's its own kind of stringing, really from the bottom to the top, kind of acts it independently of everything else. So knowing how this all comes together, it's really this string here and this string here that is forming the web. So what you need to do when you get a brand new stick that is super tight like that, you need to figure out how to get the slack into the right spot. The way you do that is you get a pair of needle nose pliers, right? And you find the knots. In this case, it's pretty simple. You know, the black one's this one, and then actually that's a sidewall. The white one ended up being tucked into here. So if I wanted to loosen the white one, I would just untie that. But I would untie the black one, and here, I'll just do it for you real quick. So I'm gonna undo this knot, and I'm going to leave just a little bit left there, retie, pull the well, easier said than done. So I'm going to take it, retie it. It's a figure 8 knot, just twist it once, put it through, and just like that, I've created about an inch and a half of slack. Next, I would want to think of what you're doing here is pretend this is a boot, and your bootlace needs to take this slack and work this slack all the way back up until it gets up here. So typically I would start and try to get my center channel, this set of interlocks, a little bit more slack than the outer one, and the reason for that is I kind of want my my leather a little bit higher. So despite what I just showed you, I would do the same to the other one, work its way up and try to create, as I pull it through each time, I create the slack in here. Obviously I've already formed this pocket, so I'm not interested in really doing that on this stick, but that's how you would go about getting it done. Once you get a little bit of slack in there, then you can take a ball and you can just kind of push this in and get that nice channel there. And you want to also make sure that once you're done and you've got it to the right depth, then you want to pull the slack back from these lower areas, pull it back through to tighten it up again, and end up with your pocket in the right place. You'll know your pocket's in the right place when you start in the ball stop area. This is the ball stop right here, ball stop area, and you let it go and it rolls to the sweet spot. Go to the top and it rolls to the sweet spot. So that's your essentials of how to form the pocket on a stick you've just bought, and I will show you another couple videos on other aspects of the stick, but there's your 101 on girl sticks.